Thank you for joining us at Homestead for Life. My name's Laura, and today we're going to be talking about fermenting chicken feed, how to do it, why to do it, and really just how much your chickens are going to love it. Fermenting chicken feed has a lot of benefits for your chickens, and really fermenting food in general has a lot of benefits for you, but we're talking about your chickens today. One of the key things, one of the key reasons that this is great is that fermenting helps break down the nutrients so that they can be absorbed. Okay, this is going to not only help your chicken's gut and their crop, because by breaking it down, their gut and their crop has to do less work, so it's easier on their systems. Right, but in doing that, it's also going to reduce the phytic acid, which impairs absorption. So we've made it simpler to digest, and then we've taken a chemical out that makes it harder to digest. So your chickens are going to get a lot more nutrients out of that food. Another key benefit of fermenting is that it is going to actually enhance certain vitamins, especially your B vitamins. It's going to increase those vitamins, so you're getting a little bit more bang for your buck. It adds probiotics. It lets those grow, build your immune health, improves digestion. We already talked about improving gut health. Let's see. And it also helps save money. As you're fermenting food, and we'll show you those in just a moment here, the volume of the food increases, the nutritional value increases, so you don't have to feed your chickens quite as much. Right? So you're increasing their health benefits, you're increasing the nutrients, you're making them a little happier, and you're saving money. So it's sort of a triple whammy trifecta of wow when you're feeding them fermented chicken feed. And you can ferment crumble, pellets, whole grain feeds, and scratch. So most of your chicken feed elements you can ferment and increase those values for. So next, let's talk about how to do it. Very, very simple. So we use these, I think they're quart size mason jars, and we put about 1 cup of feed into it. And then we're going to add our water, and it's in a 2-to-1 ratio. So 1 cup of feed, 2 cups of water. A note on your water. We have well water, so we can just use it pretty much as is. But if you're on city water, if you've got chlorinated water, you need to have your water sitting out for about 24 hours to release the chlorine, okay? So that you can just add it straight in after that. So you're going to add your water in, you're going to stir it really good, and then you're going to come back twice a day and keep stirring it. You'll notice I've got bowls underneath. The first time we did this, we missed the memo on the stirring it twice a day, and it all poofed up and exploded and spilled all over the counter. And because we weren't stirring it, it stunk really bad. It was not a lot of fun. So please learn from our mistakes. We certainly have. So you're going to stir it twice a day. When you put the lid on, you're going to leave the lid loose. Okay, you want the gases to escape, but you don't want the mold spores to get in. So we're really just covering it. Okay, we're not sealing it. And that's pretty much it. So let's watch how this works, okay? We're going to pour in our water. We're going to stir it up real good. And then we're going to put that lid on just real loose. Enough that it doesn't slide off when I move these around, but not so much that I'm not letting any air in or out. This one is 24 hours in. Okay, this bowl has been fermenting, jar has been fermenting for 24 hours. So we're going to stir that up a little bit. Put the lid back on. This one is at the 42-hour mark. So it's a little bit more watery. That one's a little chunkier. This one's a little more liquidy. Let's get that stirred up. And then this one is at the 3-day mark. See how loose those lids are, right? And it's a lot more watery. And we're going to strain the water off before we feed it to the chickens because they do have a harder time with that, and we don't need the water for them. Okay. So when we feed it to the chickens, we're going to strain off that water. We're going to pour the rest of it into a bowl, slide it into them, and you can see how excited they are every time they see this bowl coming. They know the drill now, so they get pretty stoked. It is really that simple. So if you're ready, let's go outside and feed some chickens. Before we feed our fermented chicken feed to the chickens, what we want to do is drain the excess water. And I just hate to waste this nutrient-rich water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain it onto my chia tree with this handy can strainer that does not fit inside the can. I think it does in a wide mouth jar. I'm just going to drain out that extra liquid. It's not a whole lot in this one, but every little bit I'm sure helps. And then the rest we're going to pour into the chicken's bowl. So meet me over there. Okay, so how we feed this to our chickens, we just pour it, shake it into the bowl, try and get all of it out as much as we can. And as you can see, the girls are already going a little crazy. They know what's coming. They know what's coming. And then we slide it into their little run here. Hope not to get pecked. And there we go. As you can see, the girls are pretty excited about this. It's a fun treat for them. They really enjoy it. So not a hard sell.